Never worked on hand signals.
Yeah.
We never worked on hand signals.
I didn't know.
We're on?
He's on the podium at the Olympics.
Live? Is this live?
Is
this the mic live?
Is this thing on?
Can you hear that? Am I spiking? Spiking it,
Am I spiking?
Can you tell that we're getting a little slap happy here? We're having a good time. We're getting there.
Holy cow.
Ain't nobody dope as me, except for Brent Wees. You like that? Change the words to the Outkast song. Ain't nobody dope as me.
Very nice.
Except for Brent Wees.
It's, I'm not as sharp as I should be on a Saturday in Las Vegas, Nevada.
How long you been here?
I don't even drink. All my life.
I've been chewing up these breath mints because I've had a Caesar salad.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you have the anchovies in it?
Really funny thing. We'll get to the interview in just a second.
But I digress.
Funny thing. Order a Caesar salad from the NADA salad booth.
Mm-hmm.
No Caesar salad dressing. So
it's Italian dressing.
Yeah, they gave me the option of. Remember, I'm from Kansas City.
Right.
Ranch,
the home of ranch,
honey mustard, or barbecue sauce. That was my choices.
So you went barbecue sauce.
Absolutely.
All day
That's
long.
what we do it anyway. That's what I wanted.
Just squirt a bunch of ketchup on that shit.
Poutine, is that any good with barbecue sauce instead of gravy?
Poutine with barbecue sauce would totally work.
Some cheese curds.
Yeah.
I'm here with Brent Wees, ladies and gentlemen from the Nextup.
Hey-o.
Am I saying your last name right? I've never asked
Wees,
you.
yeah, you do it right.
Wees.
Yep, all the time.
From the Nextup. Also on the circuit, speaking out there, giving some good knowledge. Also, I don't know, it's so nationalistic because if I have somebody like Brian Posh was just on here, I don't say from America, right? But anybody's from Canada, I'm like also a Canadian. You know, it's like it's a part of you when you're down here.
Yeah, and we're this sort of like mystical country of maple syrup and free health care and
nationwide
hockey fights.
Nationwide drug use with marijuana is about to go legal nationwide. Isn't that crazy?
July, yeah, man, we're gonna get our bake on.
You're like California North. Aren't
yeah,
you?
Or California is sort of like Canada South.
So it is. That's how they work it. So I'm here with Brent Wees. We want to talk a little bit about trends that are going on in automotive right now. I don't even know what you're doing, bro. I know you're next up. I know you're out there. I do believe that you used to be the director of First Impressions.
I still am.
Right? You're still director of First Impressions?
Yep.
So I would say that you and I are maybe on the same wavelength when it comes to like being a face of a company, right?
Sure. Yep, absolutely.
Getting the word out about Nextup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
that is my job. So yeah. Oh, are we doing questions now?
Yeah.
So it's an interesting play on the position because Director of First Impressions is sort of what we're all about corporately, right? Because our solution Nextup is all about the first impression that dealership is making when that customer walks through the door.
That's
and
right.
That's what that is the elegance that our system tries to create in the store with rotation and sales rotation, and then how we help those dealers use that rotation to strengthen other things like their tie into products like Auto Alert or their CRM work, and so. But I also, along with Clint, we strategically build our marketing voice together.
Right.
So, and that is me speaking and doing shows like this.
It's very similar in what we do.
Yeah, or advertising and modern, like, we're getting ready to do some omni-channel stuff by doing some print advertising in Modern Dealer Magazine. So it's a lot of things. When you're a small, very busy tech company, no pun intended, but you have to wear a lot of hats, which I'm not wearing today.
This is weird. Do you call it a pork pie?
The ones I usually wear are pork pies, yeah.
Okay, so you refer to this. A lot of people just like...
Damn straight.
The difference between a fedora, pork pie.
Yeah.
So...
What am I, Elliot Gould?
Brian Posh was just on here. We made an announcement about he's going to bring in some great informational type tools that we're doing with Pando and distributing it to dealers. And I asked him a question about, and I'm asking everybody since we dropped a press release earlier this week saying that we were going to integrate with Sean Stapleton and Eric Milch over at Dealer Teamwork.
Okay, yeah.
Opening our API.
Okay.
Opening and integrating, and then we also made the soft announcement. It hasn't come out completely yet, but we're going to be doing that with Conversica. I've been asking.
Oh, cool.
I've been asking who other vendors, providers should we integrate with, and Brian Posh immediately said Nextup.
Right.
He said that the process that you have mixed in with what we're doing, because we get them to the store, right?
Yeah.
But if they get mixed around in the muck or whatever in the mud, and they've been sitting there for 2 hours, that's what you guys do, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of that the essence of that is why it was so easy for me to join Nextup. As you know, and you met my old partner Barry Hillier when we had Dashboard and Glove Box and Bumper, we spent almost 2 decades pushing customers to dealerships. And the dealerships would come back on, and we would have the data and the strategies in place to show them qualified, strong leads that were coming in. and then the dealerships would come back and go, this just didn't work. And when you really start to dive in and audit the showroom floor, you would watch how quickly, when allowed to kind of figure it out on their own, sales teams would just, it's a gong show. And I've said it, all last year I talked about the CX, the customer experience that's going on. And dealers, as much as they like to say, we really value this and we want to talk about the experience at our stores on social media, it's like, okay, answer me this question. Would you send a family member or a really good friend into your dealership without a pre-intro to a manager or an owner?
How'd that turn out?
Yeah, and they're like, oh my God, I wouldn't do that. Well, there you go. So I think that's why a tool like ours is such a great bolt-on to a lot of different tech, like a Panda, which is going to push someone in, like a CRM that the staff may not be using because they just like, oh, it's too much, I'm too busy. Well, they got 5 hours a day through our data. We know they're not in front of a customer.
Exactly.
So
there's some lazy salespeople out there that do not like Nextup.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't like it because it holds people accountable.
Exactly.
And I said it back in the fall, and I said to the dealers in the room, why don't dealers like data and why don't they like analytics? And almost immediately a dealer out loud, so the whole room could hear it, said, because it makes us accountable. Like I could have stopped the session 3 minutes in and just bought that dude dinner. Like he nailed it. But he was brave enough to say it. And that's what I've said to dealers is there's a ton of talk about disruption. There's a ton of talk about all this new tech. And my challenge to the dealers are the most disruptive dealers are really looking at they've overthought all their marketing, and there's enough stuff out there to do great stuff for them, but they are not being accountable, and they're not stepping up to be good on the CX. Right? And that's what we're trying to help them with. So it's like, how low is your bottom? Like, you could be the most disruptive guy in the room, and it's not a tech thing. It's like, if that customer comes in and you just quietly greet them, listen to what they need, that's the most devastating marketing tool in your arsenal, right?
Smart guy, isn't he, Mark? Mark back there running the Mevo cam.
Yeah.
Smart guy, right? You think so?
You're just saying that.
All right. Hey, Mark, I'm going to do a little rapid fire questions with Brent Wees. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask him, I'm going to give him a choice between two. He's got to pick the one that he leans towards or wants more, right? So if I said something like Ramones or the Smiths?
Ramones.
Yeah? Why?
Well, I'd rather be happy than sad, but I love the Smiths.
All right, I was just checking. See you in there.
All right.
Taco Tuesday or Man Crush Wednesdays or Man Crush Mondays?
Oh, Man Crush Mondays. I don't even know what that is, but that's like my friend Julie at Dealer Socks says, that's hella moist.
Ooh, that's a word that is not liked.
She's dropping that, like, hella moist is a new
Are you using AF?
AF, as
the bad word.
No, I just say the bad word.
You do?
Yeah, man. You know me.
Here's the next one: Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels or Snatched?
Ooh, Snatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark, you agree?
Yeah, I like. You know why? Because in Snatch, it's like the last scene when that the head mobster comes back to the States and they go, anything to declare, and he goes, yeah, fuck England. You know, like it's the best.
It is.
Fuck Britain or whatever.
Sit down and shut up, you big bald.
Yeah, was that okay that I swore on this?
Okay.
All right.
I didn't swear.
Yeah, as long as it's not Joey.
I did with Rick Reichert yesterday.
Coat badass, so I feel like we're like calling a football game or something right now.
Last thing I want to get into. You ready for me? Are you ready for this?
All right.
Oh, I lost one of the names. Stan Schur or Greg Gifford?
Oh, Gifford all day.
You're going Gifford.
I gotta go Gifford all day.
All right, man.
Gifford and I met like when I started coming to events down in the States years and years ago.
For a long time.
And you were a guy I met a long time ago too. So Gifford literally through social media, he was like one of the original dudes I met, and neither one of us really knew a lot of people, and he was writing a lot on social, on search and stuff, and a lot of people in the industry did not like what Greg was saying. You remember back in the day?
They still push with Greg. He doesn't care. He's disrupting. He doesn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, and I just
thought
that
was, we're both there.
Yeah,
but now he's being asked to speak in Portugal and Germany and stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
they push
proof
back
in the pudding, man. Like dudes like Gifford are badass.
Arena football or hockey?
Hockey, dude. Hey?
You sure about that one?
Hockey all day. Toronto Maple Leafs are going to the Stanley Cup this year. Yeah,
it just came
arena
out.
Football. That's like washing your feet with your socks on.
Trump or Trudeau?
Trudeau.
It's just quick, man.
Yeah, the dude, come on.
You serious?
You're lobbing these. You're underhand pitching these.
Here's one for you. I don't think he's alive anymore. What was the Toronto mayor?
Rob Ford.
Rob Ford or Tom Ford? Isn't that the Jay-Z mentions him in a couple raps? Like
Who's Tom Ford?
Tom Ford is Hey, isn't Tom Ford a designer? Yeah, Tom. We don't know
What
either way.
Design?
Closing. Rob Ford or Tom Ford? Who do you pick out of
Oh, I got to pick Rob Ford.
Yeah, what do I? Tom Ford.
Tom Ford.
Toronto mayor.
Remember Rob Ford, our big mayor, smoked crack and then died?
Yeah, he's going Rob Ford.
Rob Ford. I'm going Rob Ford because
There we go.
it was such a comedy of errors. How can you not like that? This is all pro.
Next one, Auburn or Alabama?
Alabama. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, really?
Roll Tide all day.
Have you seen their hockey team?
No.
They have a hockey team?
Yeah.
Do they really?
Really, eh?
We need to get Wees like a hockey jersey from there.
Yeah, if you guys did that, like I would wear that all day and do like a big old live like thanking Auto Alert for an Alabama hockey jersey. Shit, yeah.
I bet they have them somewhere.
Yeah,
if you
with
guys
that
watching this, look
elephant
it up. Last question. Early morning or late night in Vegas? Which one do you prefer more?
Early morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. You know me. I'm like, I don't know, what did they call this? My friend called this an electric garbage can.
Oof.
You know, like this today, and it's like, it's such a great...
Chews you up and spits you out?
Yeah, man.
Compresses you down?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a morning guy anyways, like, you know, from like, you know, I don't want to say it like, because everyone's like, you know, I'm gonna get up and crush it today. It's like, shut up.
Grinding.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Closing
grind.
deals
I'm gonna hustle, and I'm gonna bark on this. Like, one more person uses hustle. Like, hustle is taking money from people in unscrupulous ways. Like, shut up, right? Hustle. I'm gonna grind. But 6 o'clock to 12 p.m., 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. are my most productive times of the day. So I love early morning.
In my session today, I just talked about that whole.
Yeah, there's too much. There are so many social media prophets out there right now.
There's so many different things that motivate people. So you can't get. I mean, it's something that we're not. You know, there are some that need.
I'm not going to bag on it, but
the Wolf of Wall Street type personality.
I was speaking to students at Facebook a couple weeks ago, and I want to say this. I said to them, "You are not allowed to put a quote and sign your name to the bottom of it until you write a book. Do not do that. Right? That's it. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do it until you write a book.
What if the quote is just silly, like really funny?
Well, we could start doing that. I could quote today going, "I overslept my alarm by 25 minutes."
Yeah.
Brent Wees.
Like, I have one that says, my favorite quotes on Facebook are the ones that are right next to a picture of the person saying the quote Joey Little with my picture right
yeah,
there.
I seen that.
So I'm just saying, like,
so good.
Guys, I want to thank you for today. This is the last, our last interview for Saturday. Oh, Charles.
Wow.
Help. It's Saturday. We're just worn down. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Thanks, Charles.
Yeah.
Charles has got the best hair at the show, though. Holy shit. Yeah, man. Look at that. The guy's beard. Like, have you had him on camera yet?
No, I haven't had Charles on camera
Charles,
yet.
come here.
You want to see? Yeah, we'll show.
Yeah,
this,
look at this.
Brent
Best beard and hair at the whole show.
Get in there where I'm at, all right?
Yeah, come on in, Charles. We're gonna interview Charles. So, Charles, tell us about what's going on with this beard and hair game today, because it's epic.
Well, you know what? I'm not shaving.
No?
I just refuse.
Ever again?
Ever again.
I'll
keep it tidy.
Did someone break your heart? Is that why?
No, I actually got approval from the wife.
Really?
I convinced her that I need this beard, and she agrees that I can't shave. So.
Now, does Auto Alert give you time off to go be a lumberjack down here, or
you know what? In my spare time, that's one of my favorite pastimes. There's nothing like picking up a tree that you just,
saw down.
Yeah.
So, like, are you more of like a mill the wood guy, or are you just a hack and slash guy?
I like to start from the edge, work my way in. I'll make my own path.
All right, you know what? Make your own path. This guy's epic.
You guys done yet?
No.
Hey, Charles, I'm going to let you go ahead and lead it out of here. Just thank everybody for watching today.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
NADA has been crazy. It's Saturday. We still got one more night, one more day.
You can even invite people to come see you personally if they want to do it.
Exactly.
Come to the booth. I'm out here. I will talk to you about anything you want to talk about, but I'll also tell you a lot
injured.
about
He's got like a thing on his arm because he hurt himself.
I'm not injured. I'm ready. That's all it is.
Alan Iverson.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, Mark. Go ahead and
practice.